Good evening. My name is Stormy Kidrick, and I sincerely apologize for not being here personally this evening, but my daughters, I have two daughters, and their open house is also this evening at Greenwood Elementary School, and I was granted permission to actually attend for the first time in, I think, the 4 years that my oldest daughter's been there, and my kindergartner just started, so it's pretty exciting for her to bring her mom to her kindergarten class, and I'm very grateful for the opportunity to attend. I'm also a little under the weather, so you'll have to excuse my voice being in the condition that it is in. However, there seems to be a cold going around, and I seem to have caught it. So, again, thank you very much for coming. Just a little bit about my classroom and my experience as a teacher. This is my 14th year teaching. All 14 have been in the Seattle Public Schools. This is the beginning of my 3rd year here at Nathan Hale High School, and so far so good. It's been a good time. I really enjoy the school and the program, and I actually moved to this program from my previous program at Madison for the inclusion aspect of it, the inclusiveness of all learners in the classroom. It's something that I fundamentally believe in, and made a choice to come here as a result of the full inclusion program being moved out of the building that I was formerly employed in. So again, love it, enjoy it, and it's what I do. It's the only way I know how to have a classroom is a full inclusion room. So I love all the kids, from the very high to those that need the most support, and it's just my passion. So just an overview of the year and integrated studies. From my experiences over the last 2 years, the integrated studies program, so moving from 9th grade to 10th grade, is a pretty huge leap for a lot of kids. That the workload is different, the integration asks a lot of them, demands a lot of them intellectually, so I find that students sometimes can have a hard time adjusting in the first quarter or so of the school year. We do our very best to support them. We're very open in terms of if your student needs help, to providing that help for your students. We do want nothing more than for them to be successful in our rooms. So with that in mind, our common, I guess, core values of the integrated studies program is the qualities of inclusion, integration, because it's essential, because it helps students make connections across disciplines and deepens their understanding of things as a whole. And I find that to be true not just in 10th grade, but in 11th grade and all grades that I've taught. It's hard for kids to generalize from domain to domain, but the more we can get them to do that, the better they are at understanding things that they encounter, new things, any new thing that they come across. So, and collaboration, the 10th grade IS team is notorious for its level of collaboration. It can be a bit contentious at times, but in the long run it works out for the best for the kids, and I think the kids have a great time in the 10th grade year, especially with the quarter kind of themes and projects that we have as the school year progresses. The biggest one and the most memorable one being the mock trial project, which happens at the end of semester 1. So just to kind of go over the books that we're going to be reading for the year and some of the pardon me, projects that your students will have, either as like the 2-week full project mode, as we call it, projects, and some of the smaller projects. The first one is on Africa, and we're doing a discipline-specific project this year, so that science can spend some time really getting labs set up and kids acclimated to the process of like designing a lab and an experiment. I know that in World History they're going to have an Africa Summit, and in Language Arts we're going to have an independent publishing week. And during that week we're going to have students writing, and writing and writing and writing and writing in front of us and writing all kinds of different things, with a celebration of the the pieces that they've chosen to work on and polish shared amongst our classes on the Friday at the end of the week. So I'm really excited for that because I ride along with the kids. It means I get to try some things out too, and I definitely try to take risks and push my comfort zone so that we can get some kids to do the same. Unit 2, so quarter 2. Wait, let me back up. I forgot the book. Mother to Mother is the text that we read in quarter 1. So we will be reading this most likely during our 1-week intensive and studying it, like discussing it the week or so after our intensives. That plan isn't concrete yet. It's still kind of in flux with like we've implemented the Othello unit this year. So if you want to pre-read the book, or you are someone who supports your student at home by reading along with them, Mother to Mother is written by Sindiwe, so Sindiwe, Magona, Magona. I do have kids talk to the text in a very specific way that's guided and purposeful. And I do allow kids who don't want to take the notes on paper to buy a copy of the book and make the notes in the book, because that's what readers do. I do it in mine. So purchasing books and differentiating for how the notes are taken is totally a great thing. This is weird doing it on tape. So Unit 2 is Lord of the Flies, mock trial. Mock trial is where we take half a class, and half a class we put the characters on trial. We do a lot of reading in this book. We read this book over and over and over again, and we we study the issues of human nature, and can it change, and is the human nature good or is it evil? The kids have a lot of fun putting Jack on trial, and one of the things we're looking for some volunteers, parent volunteers for trial judges, mock trial judges. So anybody who's interested, I believe my student teacher will have some forms that you can sign up for, kind of supporting our kids through these projects this year. Please indicate that you're interested in the mock trial support, because it's a lot of work to get that show up and running on trial day, and so much fun to watch. Unit 3, costs and benefits of change and progress. We do dystopian literature circles in 10th grade. Books that we have annually are core kind of choices. Kids get to choose and be in a special reading group where they visit some of the other teachers in the language arts department. We have a teacher that'll take Feed, a teacher that'll take 1984, and a teacher that will take Handmaid's Tale, and a teacher that will take Brave New World. Now this year, because we have 2 student teachers, Mr. Ullman and myself, each having one in our department, we might take the opportunity to put other titles in. It's good to kind of keep things fresh for not only the teachers but for the kids, so that we can, I don't know, have new and richer experiences every year. So at the culmination of that quarter, will be the Authors of Change /